We live, Tiga. What going on? What going on?
Mumba, my brother for life, man.
Brother
Look
for
like we
life.
knocked it out the park for the first episode. Beanie Bang, you large.
Beanie Pang, you're large. You're
No,
large.
no.
Yeah, man. So, and hey, first episode, great episode, man. Crazy, crazy. I was loving
Great
every
episode.
moment of the episode, man.
When I tell you how many people call me to get on the show, I was like, look, I know the Virgin Islands got a lot of legend, especially St. Croix, but please, we got a little list. You gotta take your time, man. It was only episode one. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
yeah.
this ain't the last dance. It ain't the last dance,
It's
Mumba.
not the last
Relax.
dance.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. One episode at a time, man. We'll make sure we get everybody. There's a lot of VI legends. We gonna get everybody, like you said, in the last dance, man. But a Punk story was amazing. I didn't realize some of the stuff, that he went through and how we get up to college and how we got on the team and stuff. So man, that
It
was
was awesome.
amazing. It was
Awesome, because
amazing.
I learned some stuff, and I know this guy over 20 something years, and
Yeah.
I learned some stuff about Pang. He breaking his hand. I didn't even know he broke his hand.
Yeah, I
So
didn't know he
that
break the neither.
really, really, really crazy. So
Yeah.
big up
I
to you,
did.
Baby Pang,
Yeah.
and just know that with this show every Sunday, Baby Pang is gonna be our guest. So he's always gonna be here every Sunday to help us out, whoever we interviewing. So Baby Pang, get your stuff ready because the people have really, really, I love you. So big shout out to your story, bro.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to your story, man. Big shout out. If anybody who's an author, they need to get his story. He needs to be going to the schools, talking to the kids, them talking to the youths. That's an amazing story. So hopefully something could happen, so you could spread that wisdom and knowledge, man. So
True, true.
yeah, man.
Unbelievable, man. Look, so many people said, man, I really had enjoyed the three of you at the net. They say,
Yeah,
other than Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, we were looking forward to see you guys talking. And man, over
yeah, man.
2,000 people saw the episode number. What do you think about that? We never thought it would have been this big, but
Hey,
that's what happens when you get two legends together doing a show. That's the problem. Because you're a
hey,
legend, you know. I know you don't think so, but you're a legend. We can talk about you too. We can talk about you,
yeah,
Mumba.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I's a little legend, man. You the big legend, I's a little legend.
Once a
So
legend is always a legend, bro.
yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I'm
That's true.
saying?
The only thing I worrying about is I hopefully ESPN or Fox Sports don't hit you with a contract and then you got to leave me. You check.
Well, if they ever do oppose me with this contract, I tell them I can't go nowhere without my main guy, Mumba, so they gotta bring me on. I ain't want to
Fact.
be on them Stephen A and Skip on them, man. I need Mumba by my side, you know what I'm saying? We
That's
got that
facts.
chemistry.
Take
You know
it
what I'm
back
saying?
to
You
company.
rebound,
Take it
I
back to
shoot.
company
You
days.
rebound, I shoot. That's how we used to do it, right? Because I
Hey,
don't. You
I
rebound, I shoot.
I could live with that. I could live with that. Once I on the team, I good.
Man, big shout out to my boy Bogus. I really love the show. He even posted something today on Facebook where he showed how we won back-to-back tournaments, sweeping the tournament with Complex. I think that was like the 98. You was on that team, right?
Yes,
98,
yeah.
99.
90,
Man, we used to
97, 98.
dominate Excel. We didn't
Yeah,
beat them too
97,
bad.
98.
Yeah, we didn't beat them too bad. We only beat them 78 to 60.
Yeah.
And
It wasn't good.
yeah, Bogus had all the points.
It was good enough for me to get some game time, so I was happy. You check. But yeah, man,
It's
T-Gan.
all love, man. Mhm.
Hey, before we bring in the guests, shout out to everybody that tuned in and watch live. Shout out to everybody that watched the video, who couldn't make it live. We appreciate all your support. Miss Bryce, you was in the chat. You was bigging
Yeah,
us up. Everybody, Tyra Alec was in the chat. All the your Tegan, your sister, them was in the chat.
I
So
know too much.
yeah, so we appreciate everybody love and support and sharing it and stuff. So I just we got Shotgun Tegan, my former teammate with Mandem. He's one of my big bros, just like you, one of my big bros. One of the greatest flow generals, one of the greatest point guards, shot, but one of the toughest, one of the A-list PGs, get everybody in the game. He's just a legend, man. He should be a legend in everybody's book, and I just happy to have him on board and get a chance for him to tell his story.
Well, I remember well said. I don't even know how much I can add to that because, like you say, both of us know him so well. And I only can just speak from personal experience. Just like we had Beanie Pang, arguably the number one defender I've ever seen. Shotgun gotta be number 2. Let me tell you, is
Yeah.
nobody really took my game to a next level as a younger player than the time I faced Shotgun. He was so low to the ground. He would beat you to the spot. It's like he was in your mind and he could read wherever you wanted to go. He would cut you off. People used to
Yeah.
scream, foul, foul. I used to be like, nah, buddy. This man I already know what you're going to do before you even
Yeah.
do it. He was just that tough. And like a lot of people were telling me since the first show, what it takes to be a legend. Look, when you, like you say, Shotgun is about 5'2", 5'3", maybe 5'4", 5'5". Not really sure, but he's pretty sharp. When you can go into a game and literally don't even have to score 2 points and dominate the whole game.
Yes. Yes.
This guy was just at another level. He was them days we were watching guys like Spud Webb and stuff like that. Shotgun was better than them guys. I know we can say we biased because we found the BS. Let me tell you, Shotgun was better than these guys.
Yeah.
Because he could have scored, he could have controlled the pace of the game, he could have played defense out of this world.
That's true.
The guy
That's
was
fine.
just one of the best players I ever faced in my life. And it's just an honor right now to really bring on the legend, putting the face to the name. When people say Shotgun,
Shotgun.
everybody in St. Croix is like, who is this guy? I wish
Man
I'd had a piece of
pilots.
him. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But they ain't
Yes.
wanted to part of him. So, Shotgun, time to put the face to the name, time to hear your story. Welcome, and it's on.
What's going on, Coach T? My boy Mumba Brothers for Life.
Here. We here. We here.
You don't know it's all about you tonight. It's not about
All
we.
about
We
you.
want to hear your
I,
story, brother.
We want to hear your story.
I know, man. I want to
You know,
shout out to my boy Beanie, man.
give
That's
thanks.
right.
Yes, I.
That's my
You
Beanie
did
boy.
a
I
man.
got to
great
shout
job
out my
last week,
boy
man.
Beanie, man. And a great competitor too, great baller, great father, human being, all in one. I could tell all about that boy. Really,
One of the
really.
most humblest dude I ever met in my
Yeah,
life.
that dude humble. Yep,
He is
definitely.
Humble.
just crazy, crazy humble. He want like me, Shotgun. That was cocky. You know that.
Oh my God, you gotta
And
tell
I
me
know
about that day.
somewhere in your heart, I know you can say it live. You kind of hate me a little bit because I was so damn cocky.
Hey, I
Tell
did
the
at
truth,
one
though.
point, but
Tell
I
the
did at
truth.
one point. No, boy, being real, I did at one point, but man, when it is that all said and done, it's competitiveness, man. That's how it is, man. It's competitiveness, man.
That's
That's
what
all
it
it is,
is.
man.
You know, some
You know
people
what I
used to say
mean?
it's cockiness, but it's just that confidence. But
It's a
I did used
confidence.
to
That's
push
all
it
it
over
is.
the line. Mhm.
I know, man.
But let me ask you, because I like to start off the thing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
How the hell that you can be 5'3", 5'4", 5'5"? What size did you know? Because the NBA that was changing the size. How tall you be?
I 45, man.
5'5".
5'5".
How the hell
Yeah.
you can control a whole game without scoring more than 10 points and you can just dominate a game? What was in you to really control this game? Because I used to look up to you like, dude, this dude ain't even friggin' scoring a point. Everybody feared this man so much.
Yeah. Everybody.
Man, honestly,
Everybody.
like when I started to play basketball, honestly, like I wasn't really a flow general, and I used to just play the game off of instincts, like instincts, and honestly,
Yeah. Read and react.
and as I get older, I understand the game much more, like what a flow general is supposed to do. You know what I mean? Meaning, like control the whole game, set up your teammates, get them involved, especially when you have scorers and shooters. You know what I mean? You see these guys ahead, that's the first thing you said, man, shooter ahead open, that's supposed to be a first pass. It's just instincts I used to play off of, man. That's all it is, just instincts. But as I get older, I start to understand the game more and understand what it is I need to do to win the game. That's all it is.
Man, look, you were so great at that. I had to ask you a question because I know you play for the legendary team, man. That's not just a St. Croix legend. That's a Virgin Islands legendary team.
Virgin Islands lesson. Correct.
You
Yes.
guys really win 25 and more championship in a row, as or just
Man,
like so hard to be like
no,
Ah. Ah.
nah.
25 straight championship.
I'm telling you, I grew up watching these guys, man. I'm telling you, I grew up watching these guys. And the funny thing about it, I grew up watching these guys. I used to sit on the sideline and watch these guys at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in the hood playing basketball. I used to
Wow.
go to the games, them, and think about it, the shortest guy and the team, um, we named it, the shortest guy in the team, man. I had his name all here, And
That
you
one
wouldn't
toughest.
believe.
I think you are talking
No,
toughest.
no, and he used to lead the league in rebounding.
Wow.
Rebounding in a
Who that be?
shot.
You
This
got
guy,
me
you
that name. I
remember?
need to know who that be.
I'm gonna tell you his name now.
Yeah,
Jaga.
yeah.
Jaga is his name.
Jaga, yeah.
Okay. Big up to
Jaga used to
Jaga,
He was
lead the
before
league
me,
in
so I
rebounding.
probably don't know who he is. I got asked over when he come out.
Yeah. Ask him about Jaga. Jaga used to lead the league in rebounding. He was one of the smallest guy and man. Cause you know Zoro them is like 6'6", 6'7". Mac and all these guys is bigger guys. But I used to watch this guy literally dominate the paint. But every bar come out the room like a Dennis Rodman. Like a
Wow.
Dennis Rodman. And tell you,
Do
these
you think
guys used
his
to take
size kind of give you
Huh?
that inspiration to dominate your position?
inspiration. Definitely. I mean, listen to me. Me playing basketball when I first went man league, I started at 16 years old. 16
Wow.
years old. And I never show fear in my eyes going on the court. Never.
I
Because
never
one
see
thing
it.
I learned, no, one thing I learned about basketball, you never show your opponent fear. You never could do that.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
you show your opponent fear, I'm telling you, they're gonna rip you apart. I'm telling you, I learned that from a young age. And watching Zoro them and all of these guys playing basketball, even my brother now, these guys
Wow.
never used to show fear. And I just get that instinct inside of me from a young age.
So let me tell you something that I really appreciate about you. And you changed my game. Like I tell a lot of legends, you guys don't know how much you affect me. I probably never say it at the time because I didn't want to give your edge to really come and bust my ass. That's just
That's
a
true.
competitive nature, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
something I learned about you. You could not play around with the ball in front of your face. You could just read what you wanted to do, hesitation, stuff like that. So you actually made me go back into the gym and create second and third moves because I know if I do the first move, you are gonna cut that shit off. What gave you like that? You used to run around and catch chicken or some shit in Safarali because how you used to read where man used to go so easy? Real time.
Again, it's instincts. Me playing defense is a mind game. Everything is a mind game. Just like I tell you, I watch you dribble the ball and it's like a clock.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3. Sometimes I could read the defender like, okay, he wanna go right, and I will beat him to the spot because I already reading where he wanna go. Or sometimes maybe I might force him to the sidelines and allow him to spin, and it will give me the advantage to take the basketball.
Yes.
Pang was great at doing that too. Pang was very great at doing that too.
Yes. You two was two of the
Me,
best. And Mex. I
yeah,
got with Mex.
yeah.
Mex was good at that too. Mex was just 10 times slower than I you, but he was good at that too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie because I just watched the old tape with him when we were playing against Top Gun. You got copy of that, I gotta send you that there
And
too.
you need to send it to me, man. I hear you got
I
copy.
just sent it to Pang, but one person I want to touch on with that the two Ichi. Ichi was really good with that too.
Yes.
Yes, Ichi was really good with that too.
Ichi was
That's
very
like
good.
no
And
joke.
he was
Yeah, them
heavy
guys
with
are
his
really good
floater
with that.
and he could shoot. Ichi was really nice.
Yeah,
Really, really nice.
definitely.
Mumbai, you want to jump in?
Yeah. Talking about the defense. You know, we played together, man. Them 3
2
seasons,
years. I think 2 years or 3 years. Yeah.
2 or 3 years and stuff. You know, is this like like Tegan said, you was always in control, and I never see a player just control everything on the defensive end. And the same thing, you know, you talk about Pang is the same way. You know, as far as you in control. Usually, the offensive player will be in control, and he wants to know where to go. But watching you play defense, you always was in control. It never looked like you was never in control of where you wanted the offensive player to be. You would pick your spots and the angles and stuff like that. You know, so who did anybody teach you how to play defense, or did you learn from watching somebody play defense?
Honestly, nobody never teach me how to play defense. That's something I developed in my days growing up. But you know what really inspired me to? Man them used to play. Those guys, even if it's 10, 12 guys, all of them used to play good defense. Apple for one, was a
Yes.
hard-nosed defender. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie
he
to you.
was.
Apple was a hard-nosed defender. Even his son Omari, 'cause Omari played with me when he was 16 years old, and man them too.
Yeah.
And I tell you, man, you gotta bring your A game. 'Cause even my brother now to Krabi, rest in peace.
Yeah,
But
rest in
these
peace,
guys
Krabby.
was
Yeah.
Yes.
these
Yes.
guys was
Rest in peace,
really
Krabby.
good defenders, man. These guys
Krabby
were
was no
really
joke.
good defenders. No,
Krabby
he
was
wasn't no joke.
super tough to pass.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
the passes, man. I'm
But
telling
Krabby
you.
was easy, man. But
Yeah. I
I'm
play
telling
with
you.
Krabby.
Telling
I play
you.
with Krabby when I first come in with Mandem. Yeah, so yeah,
So when
everything
you're
you guys say
playing
about
with
Krabby,
these
correct.
kind of guys, when you're playing with these kind of guys that take pride in playing defense, man, that's just like you want to feed off of their energy, man. That's just basketball, man. Just feed off of their energy. Simple as
true.
that.
What about Bush? Bush, I play with you. And you know Bush
No,
get Bush get about
no, I
4 or 5
never
texts
really
a
get to
day
play
about
with Bush.
getting out.
I didn't really get to play with him because I think he and a couple of the players them have fall out on the team and he went and play with somebody else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he have followed a couple of them and then man went and play with somebody else.
So that's a good segue because a lot of people are always asked about the story because I know Mandem is so tightly knit, and obviously we played together 1 year with Running Rebels, and man, it was one of the best teams in Sea. Other than the year I played with Mandem, with Zoro, Coffee, that team was just ridiculous.
Too
But
much.
I hear you, I play with Rebels with me, you, Cobra, Terry Simon. Man, that team was so good. We used to beat teams by halftime by 30, 40 points.
That's
So
unfair.
I know how it is to play with you. And
Man,
again,
listen to me now. I just been watching the DVDs. I tell you 2 days ago, and I was watching. I say every time you pull up, or just nets it, and I just setting you up. It's like you know what I mean. I just coming down and they're setting you up, and you just pulling up on me. You know, like down the stretch, you just start to tell me give you the ball, and I just lay back and just watch you do your thing, man.
it
You know
was
what I
just
mean? It was
easy
crazy, man. Yeah, it was
that
crazy,
you were
man.
just finding me. I didn't need to beg for the ball. You are just hitting
Yeah.
me in the right spot. So here's my question. Like, did you have a famous NBA player back then that you kind of pattern your game after? Because I know you're small, so most people will take spot web. But were you Isaiah? Like, how did you get such good vision to like set people up so well?
Honestly, I mean, I don't think I really had a favorite back then. But if you ask about now, you know who is my favorite. Derrick Rose is my favorite.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. He is my favorite player. You
it's
know what I
tough.
mean? No hands down. But if I gotta go back in time, I would say a man like John Stockton. Even though
Mm.
I didn't like John Stockton at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't like John Stockton at all. Because he used to get up under my skin and me himself inside of the game. Like honestly. Because I feel like the referee used to give he too much tiki-tac foul and you know what I mean? Like it's
I feel
crazy,
you.
man. But
He
yeah,
played. He
but
played in Utah. He played with Karl Malone. Let's call spade
yes.
a spade because we BI man. He was white,
Yeah.
so the spade do matter. So let me give Jack. But he was good.
He was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
He
Yeah,
was
he
good.
was.
solid point
He
guard.
was. He was.
Yeah,
He
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 was.
know
was
his
one of the
role. He
best
know his
pick and
role.
roll point guard ever.
That's true.
Yes,
So you
definitely. I ain't
cannot
gonna lie
just
about
say
that.
the fella is scared. The boy was
Yeah.
good, but he did get some favorable push.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
I didn't think he was better than Isaiah,
Nowhere
but you know the
close.
story with Isaiah and Jordan. So hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, but to
Mike
answer
still
your
hate
question, I
Isaiah.
mean,
Mike still hate Isaiah. Mike needs to stop his shit. Real talk, Mike. Go and call a brother up and squash that shit, Mike. Come on.
We gonna get Mike on soon, man. We'll get Mike on
Yeah,
eventually.
I gotta get
you
Raheem
know,
first, and then get his beautiful wife, and then we want Mike on and tell Mike, I gotta ask you the real question. Nobody wanna ask you. Stop your
Yeah.
shit. Isaiah was better than John Stockton. Stop it.
yes, he was. He was.
He was, yeah,
Man,
easy.
that's crazy, man. That's
Easy.
Yeah.
crazy though. That man really did Isaiah Thomas wrong, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, they did. They did. But it
But
ain't
I mean,
about Isaiah tonight.
honestly,
It's about G God. So let me get back to it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
basically,
honestly,
you
I
are like
mean,
John Stockton. You are like how he control the game because he was really a good flow general. So
yeah,
you picked him in
my
terms of
thing is
pass.
my thing is playing with people like you, Terry, Cobra. Remember, Cobra was a shooter too.
Man, a
I
lot of
mean, I
man don't
like
know
to
that's
you.
a legend. We gotta get here though.
We
You
will.
have
Go
to
to
get
the
a
team
man
soon.
on, man.
We
I'm
will
telling
give
you,
him on.
that boy was nasty, man. That boy was
We,
nasty. I ain't lying to you, man.
we gotta get
But
you on Facebook first. You know that man don't believe in Facebook, but we can try and get you.
He gonna come on, man. He gonna come on. We gonna get you on, man. We gonna get
but
you
when
on.
you're playing with shooters, man, it's just an instinct. When you're playing with shooters and a man a head open, the first thing you say, okay, find a shooter. Me as a floor general, don't get me. I love shooters. You know? I love
Right?
a shooter, man. I love shooters, and I don't say okay because you shooting the ball and you miss 5 in a row. I wouldn't give the ball. Trust me, you open and the next time I will give you the ball again because I got confident you will knock down one. That's what
Exactly.
shooters do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just love shooters, man. And that's an instinct. If I see a man ahead, even if my bigs running the paint, running towards the rim, that's an easy 2 points, I will give him the ball same way too, just as a 3-point shot. You know what
I
I mean?
feel,
Just
man,
instinct,
what
man.
you just said just giving me chills. Because I coach
Telling
in
you, man.
complex, right? I ain't even lying to you. But for some reason, this generation only believe in points. I am a number points. I mean, I used to score a lot, but I understand everything you say right now is something we're trying to embed in the next generation. I know your son is playing now. You show me a couple clips. I really like his game and how he's coming. What kind of advice you have for these young generational athletes in the Virgin Islands? Like, dude, you don't have to be scoring 20 or 30 points in the newspaper to control a game. What would you like to tell these men? Like, what should be their first focus, their second focus, and third focus? Right? We don't want too much. Your first, second, and third.
My first focus, defense.
Love it.
Your second focus should always be make a play for your teammates.
Oh my God. Can I give a clap? Because you probably won't see my face.
Make a play for your teammates. When
Wow.
you make a play for your teammate, it becomes contagious. Trust what I'm saying. It becomes contagious.
Yes. Yep.
I
That's
am
true.
telling you, it becomes contagious. And the third thing I would tell them, man, just go out there and ball and have fun. Don't show
Man.
no fear. No fear.
No
Well
fear.
I tell
said,
you, when
brother.
you're there without the coach, you just have fun with it, man. You have fun with it. Because I always been humble. I never disrespect nobody in the court. I never cause profanities in the court. Nobody once ever said, okay, they see me lash out. You know, I don't do these kind of things, man. Growing up now, I always had respect for people. But now when you watch these young
You
guys
did.
play game, they score a basket, they're all in people's face and shouting. No, those things cause for fight, man. You know,
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's like, yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
them things are disrespectful, man. Like for real, yo. Like for real.
Man. Those are some excellent answers. I last half a question. Mama, go ahead. Them things was perfect. Real talk.
No, everything. Yeah, it's everything he said is correct. You know, I even all of us growing up. Well, not you, Glenn, because you was a true point guard. But like Tegan and myself growing up, even when Tegan leave complex, I was like, it's all about points, trying to score points, trying to go score points. But then when you get abroad and you get to you get to the United States and different places that you realize, it's not just all about scoring. There's so much more to the game and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So, but I want to take you back. So, when did you start playing basketball? How old were you when you first started playing basketball?
I started playing basketball at the age of between 7 or 8 years old, honestly. We talking in the hot sun in Safari Rally, no shoes, no shot, just having blisters underneath our foot. And that's the only time we could get a chance to play basketball because when the older folks come, you can't stand the basketball court. You know
Right?
that.
Yes, you know that. You gotta go.
You know that. You gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's either you're gonna get cuffed or the ball gonna get kicked in the bushes. So either pick one. So we had no choice but to go out there in the hot sun and play basketball. No shoes, no shot. I started playing between 7 and 8 years old.
Wow, that was the early number.
That's Ollie. That's Ollie. So, when did you first did you grow up with Haywood and Zorro? Did you grow up
Yeah, I
with
grew
them,
up,
or you grew up?
definitely I grew up with everybody in Safari. These guys are like older brothers to me. I look up to all these men growing up. Every single one of them. I tell you, when it hits 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm talking Zorro, Mac, Weasel, Cobra. We have the whole of Safari
Wow.
balling out. It had some of ballers in it that they had to farm 2 teams, running rebels and man them. That's how much ballers Safari had.
Wow.
Because it was impossible to put all these guys on one team. It's impossible.
Let me ask you,
And
you have any stories of Zorro? Because my first couple of views of Zorro, I thought this man was from Pluto or some shit. He was from Earth, you know what I'm saying? But you seeing this man from 8 years old, when you first see this man play, like, what was your first impression of Zorro?
man, listen to me, no man. The first impression of watching Zoro play, man, I say NBA bong. That's all I could have said, man. This dude was a real deal, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I talk about playing on both ends of the floor. Both ends of the floor, man. And like talking about Pang say that he like to dive. He got a specialty. He had a technique like me. He will watch the ball like 1, 2, three, and he was just dive on the ball and give up. I don't know how.
I just gave, yeah.
And just
Yeah.
and then like outer instinct, man.
He
Like,
catch me with it, so I know.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
it's
he had the
crazy, dude,
perfect timing. Perfect
The
timing. He
first time I
wasn't
see it, I'm
waiting.
like, what the hell is this man doing? Then the man got my ball. Like, what the fuck? Whoa, what kind of move this be? This league?
man. I'm telling you,
It was
man. You
crazy.
couldn't play around. Yeah, you couldn't play around Zoro, man. Like, for real, it's either when you're driving the pin, you're gonna either get a shot block, and then when he go on the offensive end, you're gonna get dunked on. That's just how he was, man.
Yeah.
Like vicious like that, man.
Yeah. So Glenn, so you say you started playing around 7, 8 years old. What team was your first basketball team? At what age did you actually play on a basketball team, organized basketball, started to really play in competition?
I started playing in elementary at fourth grade. That was my first basketball team. I played with Regis. Remember Regis had a basketball team so back then. So I played with Steve Hart.
Yeah, rest in peace, Steve Hart.
I think Kareem Smith was there. Cobra brother was there. Wayne Bridgewater, he was there. Couple of other older guys. All these guys I played basketball when I was in fourth grade. These guys were much older. These guys was in sixth grade, and so when I was in fourth grade.
Okay. What elementary school you went to?
Claro Marco.
That's right.
Alma mater, you know it is.
Yeah. I gotta make sure you big it up. You check. I gotta make sure you bring it up.
Alma mater, oh man, I love Claro Marco, man, for real, man.
Yeah, so let me switch a little because I'm pretty sure a lot of people who watching this pretty much saying, "Wow, he was so good." We never really see at the international level, but I remember when you came and tried with the BI national team in St. Thomas. I don't know if you remember that. And I remember all of us went, me, Coffee, Pang, all of we went to the coaches like, dude, you got a big shot. And for some reason you wasn't get selected. Whatever it is, whatever the choice was, they didn't select you. How did you feel at that point? Was it a down point for you? Because I felt you were good enough to be on the national team.
It was a down. I feel down. You know what I mean? It was a down point, but I mean, I look at it as a positive in a sense too. You know what I mean? What's for me is for me. That's the way I look at it. What is for me is for me. You know what I mean? I didn't have my opportunity then. You know what I mean, or whatever. But you know, it was a good experience being with you guys and practicing and seeing the atmosphere and running plays and things that I never did before. You know what I mean? It was a different atmosphere, a good feeling. It was, you know what I mean, heartbroken, but it is what it is, man. That didn't stop me from being who I was on the court at all, man. You know what I mean? So
True.
it is what it is.
So what, like, that's segue to my next question. In terms of running plays, because most of the time when we play man lead and school ball, we have plays, but it's so limited, so it's like more free balling. When you finally came to the national team and we start bombarding you with so many plays, how did you really adjust? What was the adjustment for you? Were you intimidated? Were you like, because to me, you adjusted very well. So I didn't really see much fly in you.
I was intimidated in the beginning because I started to scratch my head like, what? Please? So you know how we play basketball, I'm a natural instinct, but no, you got to organize stuff with an actual coach running play. Like, man, like what? Play? So now seeing and you have to study these things. You're like, okay. Then you gotta keep replaying it back in your head over and over which is which and whatever.
Yeah,
It was crazy, man. Yeah. So it was challenging, but I did get it. You know what I mean? After a couple of tries, I did get it.
Yeah, you did very well for somebody who didn't really went through like what we went through in terms of going to college and learn all these different plays. It was easy for us because we was doing this every day. And that's one of the things that a lot of people in the VI don't understand that I try to bring back to my complex team and everybody who I work with. Yes, you can be the greatest player in the Virgin Islands, but when you leave here, everybody you meeting in college was just as good as you and even better.
Even better, yep. That's true.
The differential is going to be right here. If you can't remember what's going on up here, you have no chance in hell. You will not survive.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Talking about, and we're gonna stay on that little topic there. Talking about, plays and remembering the plays. It's so important for a point guard to know all the plays because the point guard got to know where everybody got to be.
Is. Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so. But I always wondered why you never played on the VI team because like everybody always say you was one of the greatest. You are one of the greatest point guards, floor generals, in Virgin Islands history. I mean, it's tough making the VIT, but some way you have to be on the team. Even myself, I played on the team. I would have lovely give up my spot for you to be on the team.
Listen to me. I would, listen to me. You know how bad I would have loved to be on a team just to experience playing with all of these guys. Cause me and Pang and Tegan, all we've been close wrong then. All of us was close. And to go and travel with these guys and share that experience with these man, I really wanted it to happen. Like honestly,
And that year we played 2002. We won the gold medal in St. Thomas. So that team was really loaded. So you had Calvert White, you had Roger Bell, you had Carl Thomas, Jaja Richards, Jabari Brown, myself, Coffee Pan. So the team was really good. But all that being said, I still think he was good enough to get one of them spots. But it just didn't really work out.
It just didn't work out, man. So,
and like you said that yourself, Tegan, and Pang, you guys have good chemistry. You guys know each other. So I think
very well.
Yeah. So and chemistry is one of the most important thing in basketball. Chemistry. So playing in games and stuff like that. Sometimes it happens where you can't run the plays that you've been practicing because some teams and just the defense and just the strategy that the teams have. Sometimes it's chemistry actually will take you over the top. So that's just a little insight about chemistry and how important chemistry is.
Because Mumba from day one, not to segue from you, Shotgun. Me and Mumba always have great chemistry. Me and he had to understand. Mumba, you play defense, give me all the ball and pass to me. That's it. Mumba, I lie. People think I say cocky shit. Am I lying?
100% 100% true. 100% true. 100% true. It's true, but that's the important thing about basketball. Sometimes you have older people you look up to, older brothers, and sometimes you gotta swallow your pride and you gotta play your role, because your time gonna come,
exactly.
and that's so important about basketball, and that's what makes Pang so special, and that's what makes you so special because you guys knew your roles, you guys know when to score, when to pass, when to rebound, come in and rebound, and then you guys always, especially you hold everybody accountable. Tegan, I'll say this story real quick. I live in Orlando. Shagon live in Orlando. Every Sunday we play ball in the VI court in Orlando, and up to this, before I got hurt, up to this day, Tegan, Glen will hold me accountable for any mistake I make.
Damn right.
And you know what's crazy?
I have to, man.
But
this is how we play. It could pick up basketball, man. It doesn't matter. I play the game.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And that's why I appreciate so much about him, because he know how I am. He know I'm gonna give 100%. He know he don't have to motivate me, but that leadership in him, he gonna motivate me. And Tegan, I be running down the court, and I be saying, man, me and Glen play man them together. Glen know how to get out, and I'll just be laughing because I just love his leadership, and he don't always keep me on edge, man. So it just says a lot about you as a player, He
was, and I learned a lot from him with that too, because it has nothing to do with size. It just have to do with the size of a man's heart, and he always had heart. And I was his shotgun, the smallest man on the court, get up in all the big man them face. But son, I need to rebound. I'm making a lot of, bleak. Call them man accountable. You gotta do your job. That's what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Have to.
Yeah.
Some people look at it as a negative, man. But I'm telling you, man, it's all about winning, man. It's all about winning at the end. It's all about winning. Right. That's all it is. It's all about winning. Because he would tell you, even Terrell and all, we play pickup basketball here, and Terrell is one of my boys, them too. Terrell, these two men here on the same team. We play a tournament up here, and I kid you not, these two men here was Pang, man. This was crazy, man. Pang no. I think anybody that go in the paint, I kid you not, these two men alone were holding. Man, listen to me. That was playing ping pong back there with this ball. But
wow,
I tell you,
that's crazy.
These two men here, I tell you, ridiculous, Yeah, man.
That's the beauty about leadership. You bring something out of people that they don't know what they have. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
Tegan.
Sometimes you gotta
Yes.
get to put up inside where we don't want to say to get them man there. And if you gotta do that, you gotta do that. That's the same thing Mike said. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to let these men know how great they truly are. Some people need it.
Yeah,
Some,
it's
yeah,
true.
you're right. And
100%
some
correct.
people take it, like I said, some people take it the wrong way. But to bring out the best in people, man, it's just like Jordan, man, you gotta push people to drive for excellence, man. You have to do it,
Got
man.
to,
I'm telling
got
you,
to.
man.
So here's a
Because
cricket.
you know,
Go ahead.
no, you know, you playing. If you practicing with your teammate every single day, you know what these guys could do. You know what your teammates can do. You know how dangerous a player is. So why not push them? If you come on the court today, and you playing lazy and man, I obviously I don't gotta let you know about yourself. I gotta let you
Got
know.
to, got to.
You got to, man.
So,
You know
so
what I mean?
here's my cricketers. Let me switch a little bit. Give me your top 5 VI and your top 5 NBA players of all time, excluding yourself.
Yeah, excluding me. I know I'm gonna be your top 5, so excluding me.
Oh, please.
I can't. Hey, listen to me. You want the guard? You talking about guard position? The guard position?
Time. No, top 5 all time.
Just top 5 all time, yeah.
Oh
NBA,
my gosh,
start
man.
with VI first. Wait, start with NBA first. Because we had Pang. I don't know if you remember Pang. Pang was Jordan, Timmy, Kobe, LeBron, and who else he had?
I can't. To be honest, I can't remember. I joined blank.
Send a text. Let me know your top 5.
Yeah. Pang send a text so we could read that out, so we could be accurate.
Yeah. So,
but your favorite shotgun, your personal favorite.
Who you like? They don't have to be the best in the world. They just gotta be who was your favorite top 5.
Okay, my
NBA
favorite
first
top 5.
and then VI.
Well, you know, you know Jordan. You know Jordan is.
That's one.
Jordan, Derrick Rose.
That's 2.
I like Baron Davis.
That's 3. He was tough.
He was a killer.
Yeah, I love Gary Payton.
That's 4. You don't got 3-point guard in there. No chance for a big man. Go ahead.
I always say I like Chris Jackson, man. Abdul Mahmoud Rauf, man.
Oh my! Look, you know people that be saying that Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. These man never see Chris Jackson.
Listen to what I tell you. I watched this dude play with Denver Nuggets, and this wasn't no joke.
Marbury for Pang.
Steph Curry cannot tie Chris Jackson's shoelace. That's how bad Chris Jackson was.
Yeah.
Abdul Mahmoud Rauf. If I watching
I'm telling you, man, this dude there, right?
Please.
If you want to go to a gun range, trust me, he gonna outshoot you.
That's
easily. This man shot don't touch no rim.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, pure.
He averaged 95% free throw in his whole career in the NBA. Over 40-something% from 3. And he was shooting less shot than all them, man.
That's incredible.
This dude is, man. Mumba, when I hear Stephen and them say, Steph Curry, the greatest shooter I've ever. Please.
Nah.
You forgot Chris Jackson?
Chris Jackson. Crazy. Yeah, this dude is. I'm telling you, after dribble, anything.
Anyhow you want it,
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
The man averaged 55 in college. Mumba,
that's ridiculous.
I said the man averaged 55 points in college. Nobody scores 55 points every game.
That's ridiculous.
Some days you got 80.
Yeah.
This dude was no joke.
No, he wasn't no joke, man. He wasn't no joke. Yeah. Hey, Pang final fight. The final one for Pang was Marbury. Stefan Marbury.
Marbury. I don't know why Pang will love Marbury over Iverson. Pang, you lose that bet. Pang, you lose that bet. You owe me an XO. I would like that Hennessy XO the next time you come out, please. Marbury got nothing in Iverson's shoes. Sorry.
Yeah.
So so now your VI.
Top
5.
Yeah, your top 5. Your favorite.
Hey, I can't put in the mix, you know.
No, what about that?
Hey,
Glen, other people.
Listen. Hey, if I let anybody top 5, we have problems when I see them.
Yeah.
But I you know the reason why too, man, I gotta bring up guys that people don't know about, man. You know.
Yeah, true that.
But I'm telling you, number 1, I got to put Bola. My boy, man, Bola. That dude, man, listen to me, man.
Monster.
That dude was a beast. And to guard this man, you got, hey, listen to me, this dude was so shifty with that ball, man. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you, Shotgun, not to cut you out. When I first entered Man League at 17, and he was playing with your dreamer, I was playing with Guidance at the time. People think it's Running Rebels, but I get battled from Guidance to Running Rebels. We ain't gonna talk about that, because they ain't my story.
Hey, you hear that? You hear that?
I did get battled, 2 pair of Jordan, couple Häagen-Dazs ice cream. I was good to go. That's that. One love, bro. He there up there in Jacksonville with Pan.
Yeah, big up,
When
big
I
up.
played against Bola, he was the only person that made my knees shake. I was just so in awe. Because you playing against somebody you really like, man, this is my favorite player. That's the first time. And I have played against Iverson. I've got Kobe. I've got LeBron. I have never felt my knees shake than when I play Bola. I was just saying in my mind, every time he come at me, I was saying in my mind, son passes, okay, Bob. Don't embarrass me. That's how my mind was working.
Man.
This dude was just
that dude was just unbelievable. I tell you, when he had crossover, he doing crossover, and the NBA Wednesday doing crossover then.
Before we had crossover,
crossover.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
He was ahead of the game, man. He was ahead of the game, brother. He was ahead of the game.
I love to see this dude play, man. I tell you, every night he bring his game, you know. Every night he don't come and play hard, man. I'm telling you, man. So my number 2.
So that's your number 1.
My number 2 gonna be I can't. Is it straight to put Zoro in the mix, man?
Well, I mean, we got.
You know what? No.
But we don't know that man is.
Yeah. Ali. So
well, just put him and Tyrone up there just to let them man feel good, because they're watching live too. So we better say the name before they cuss me tomorrow. So
big up Zoro, big up Tyrone Alec.
Zoro and Tyrone watching. I usually know top 5.
Because them 2 I was actually going to put in. Yeah, them 2 actually I was going to put in. Tyrone and Zoro.
Yeah.
Then I got to put in my boy the boss. Mark I gotta put the boss. Warm up the boss.
That's facts.
He used to shut that pit down in nothing.
Listen to me. I gotta watch me. Son, listen to me. You talking about baby jump hook, you can't stop with it.
Can't stop.
Out. And he was packed up by the 3-point line and that's pure nets in him.
Yeah.
And he's getting every rebound. He's getting every rebound.
I'm telling you,
every rebound. Every rebound.
He was amazing. Amazing.
Make the games look easy.
So that was 4. I got 1 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, big up to the boy. Big up.
I gonna put in my boy, my Lampy. Nobody don't know about Lampy week, but Lampy was a beast.
Oh man, I know Lampy, yes.
Lampy was a beast.
When he was in shape, because I'm gonna send a message out to Lampy.
Yes, when he was in shape. Yes.
That's too much damn shots for a man over 40. He needs to stop. 6 shots in a row, Lampy, stop it.
Listen to me. That dude there would. Hey, that dude. Hey, boy, you know what? Honestly, for real thing, I just see somebody when I forget my boy now. How I could do forget my boy Terry Simon, and that be my right hand coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, give me 6. I got to put 6. I got to set.
Okay, go.
Give me 6.
You know what? We're gonna
because I don't feel bad if I don't.
Keep going.
Man, my God, I gonna keep going. I gonna put Terry 6.
Go ahead. Yeah, top 10.
Number 7, I gotta put Cobra. Nigel Bridgewater. I gotta put Cobra.
One of the best shooters.
One of the best shooters of all time.
One of the best shooters in the VI.
Who else I could put in there?
So there's 7. I need 3 more.
3 more. Pan, we gonna get you other 5. Pan. Sunday we gonna get you other 5.
Yeah. Pan only I get 5.
I got 3 more.
Yeah.
I got 3 more.
Yeah.
3 more. I'll help me out here, man, because
they got putting coffee.
You got coffee.
I'm so far. Coffee is too far behind. Coffee will be mad.
I'm not putting coffee in there, man. I gotta put coffee in there.
You have to put
coffee in there. I gotta put coffee in there.
As a matter of fact, coffee now in terms of talent is actually right behind Joe and Tyrone in the VI, in my opinion.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
That man was real game changers. We could have changed the game, but that man there was real game changer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Coffee, if you're listening, the podcast, we'll put you third, so you don't complain all the time.
Hey, you said that.
I don't call it that, because you could be pissed.
Hey, you still get
Man, hey,
you still get pang out there. You still get
So
pang
that
out there
part,
too.
I gotta put. Yeah, I mean, I gotta put my boy in there, man.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
want to put him in there. I didn't want to put him there because I know my boy how he to get on, man. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
feel you.
I
I
just
feel you.
wanted to put somebody else in there that
Somebody
we
fresh.
didn't talk about.
Maybe
Somebody
that's what we should
okay.
That we
call
didn't
it.
talk about.
Some fresh
Yeah.
You know
guys
what I
that
mean?
nobody heard of. Who's your top five that
Definitely.
nobody really know of? Because people know about Pang and Coffee and
Yeah,
so
that's
Yeah.
on.
true.
Maybe some new other guys that probably you people ain't really know that was good. That was actually pretty damn good. Because I can tell you, I play against White Boy Dan.
Hey.
Me and you remember he.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember? Oh, hey, Dan. Yeah, Dan was. He
White
was
Boy
a
Dan, you
pest,
know,
man.
My boy then.
Hey, listen to me. This man used to get up under my skin, like really, man. Like
yes,
this
sir.
dude
Hey,
don't
that's
like the
true.
dude don't miss. The dude don't miss. Dude
That's
like he
true.
don't miss. Like
White
he
Boy Dan
don't
went on
miss,
you.
man. For real, man. Dan
No.
don't miss. So I gotta put Dan in there. I have to put Dan in there. I had somebody else I just had in my mind, you know.
Did you get to see
Tell
Bow play much? Because Bow was no joke, you know, but you know, Bow was world class too. But
yeah,
Bow, even though he was going down when we coming in at his lower end, because a lot of man watch Bow, he might look like
You
18, but Bow up there, nigga say age, I mean,
you
why
know who I gonna have to put in there?
Bow is still tough.
Nobody don't know about Hito, man. You remember Sonny? That's our brother. I
Of
gotta put
course,
Sonny
I
in there.
know Sonny.
Sonny, listen to
Okay,
me.
yeah,
That dude
yeah.
there, Sonny was no joke, man. Like,
Yeah,
like for real, you. I
yeah,
mean,
he was
man, he
tough.
never used to see eye to eye, but that dude there was deadly dude,
He was
man. Like
deadly.
for
Yes.
real, man. Yeah, man. He used to actually pattern his game off a Jordan, you know, man. Like real, you know.
It's
Like
funny
for
you say
real,
Sonny
man.
because I play with Sonny and Sonny. I'm gonna tell you a story because a lot of man don't
Okay.
really know Sonny because Sonny used to go back and forth a lot. He played with guidance. Sonny was one of the first one when I was shooting free throw that told me if your shot touching the rim, it shouldn't come.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you make it, if you don't know when your shot make, if it touching the rim, it shouldn't come because you ain't sure you're gonna make. Sonny will teach me that.
And Sonny was a beast too. Cause I play against Sonny. Sonny wasn't easy neither to
No,
man. Like for real.
he won't not
Yeah.
joke. So big up to you,
That
Sonny.
dude
You
that
should
was,
watch
yeah,
it.
big
Yeah,
up to
Sonny
you,
won't
Sonny,
not joke.
man. Sonny ran with no joke for real, man. I talking about, man, I'm telling you, my boy, that heck was too much ballers. It's so much we could sit down here and talk about with these guys,
Ah,
man.
man.
Like for real, man. All them, man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man. Because I
No,
play
baby.
basketball against three different generations, you know. Three different generations I play against.
You
And
know,
it's
that's funny because
crazy,
I
the
was going
man.
to ask you about that. Your longevity. I never see you get hurt, you know. You ever get hurt?
Yeah, I had couple sprain foot, that's about it. Couple sprain leg and that's about it. But you know me, I used to just work
You
on
should
it, get
explain. I
better, and
never
let's go
really
back.
see. Sometimes it should be like, damn, you used to be a LeBron James trainer or something. You get
Yeah,
something that we don't know
Glen
about.
was a machine, man. He was a
Nah,
machine,
man,
brother.
I
He was a
get hurt
machine.
couple time, but you know me, now we had the beach. We go down on the sand, power foot in the hole,
Yeah,
walk it
soak our foot in
around,
the
run in the
water.
water. You know, it's just
Yeah.
natural stuff, man. I will get my foot ready for the next game, man. So
Yeah.
that
Big up
was no
Carlos.
biggie, man. Big up
Yeah.
Carlos, yeah, Carlos, yeah. I tell you,
Big
so
up
much
No,
peace to
Carlos.
Carlos
make
was
a
a
Carlos.
monster.
Carlos
Yeah.
was
I'm
a
gonna tell you
monster
what.
too, man.
Carlos was the closest thing to coffee. Actually, and I hope coffee don't get mad with me. I know because coffee is very sensitive. So I don't tell you I said it. When we was in, and Pang, you can back me up. When we was in Puerto Rico when we win that gold medal, Carlos was on that team.
Oh, he was on that. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Carlos was rated so high in terms of his upside.
He was
Carlos,
amazing.
he was
Yeah,
just
he
He was
was good, man.
amazing.
that
He was amazing.
I kind of had Carlos. I hope Coffee don't hate me. I kind of had Carlos at not about Coffee, but then common sense came and hit me in the head and said, "What you talking?" You know
No,
what I'm saying? So
you
I
know
have to
what
put
it
it up.
you know what it is. Carlos could have handled the bar better than Coffee. That was
Yes,
it.
Yes,
Coffee
yes, yes,
Coffee
yes.
didn't really used to handle the bar much, so that's why you check. But Carlos, he could have handled the bar, man.
Handle the bar. Yes,
Yeah, he could have
yes,
handled the bar. You
and
yes.
check
true,
Coffee didn't
and
have the ball a lot in his hand at that time. You check,
yeah.
but Carlos was nice, man. Carlos was nice.
Yeah,
Now, I
Carlos was
hope
Carlos,
nice.
yeah.
nobody hates this guy. Coffee will call Carlos tonight for a one-on-one.
No man,
I know
coffee, take it
ain't
easy.
in no damn shape. I'm telling you, I know Coffee.
Hey,
Hey,
Coffee, don't call this man, please. We want no battle and no beef for you. Please don't call this man right now, man. I'm sorry, Coffee. We sorry for
Yeah.
anything we said
I
wrong,
mean,
man.
but they was the same age group, you know. So That man really talent was really right there. It could have been
Yeah.
A, but Coffee just
Yeah.
went to another level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Somebody,
true, man.
I see somebody say Jomo on the live. Jomo was very good too.
Yeah,
Jomo,
Jomo.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
because I
Jomo.
played
was
with
good, yes.
Jomo. Jomo was really good. He was doing windmill and all them things for Milena Christian, and then he left and went to the States. But we never really get to see him materialize into what we thought he would have been. But he was really good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
And
he was good. Yeah.
and those guys was very tough.
Yeah.
Spud, Bim Bim, Maki.
Bim,
Them
yeah.
guys was really on the upside. But
Big up
we don't
Spud,
really,
man.
that's a good
Because
guy to really understand what happened to Jomo, because we had Jomo. Actually, it was Tyrone and then it was like Jomo. So you kind of wonder what happened there. So that would be good to get Jomo on the show and try to figure out the story.
hey, you know the funny thing about them, I was sitting down thinking to them, man, that when I end up Central, and I only went Central for 1 year, and Tyrone been on Central team, and I sat down and I said to them, man, what if me and Tyrone are really playing the same team together? You know what a combination would have been like, man, just playing with Tyrone and I running the point. That shit would have been crazy, man.
Playing with you, I know Tyrone would have loved it, guys. I'm
telling you, I'd have vexed up to that today. Everyone calling me and said, man, I really wish I got a chance to play with this man Central team, man. Like,
Tyrone would have loved
man.
it. Yeah, and Tyrone was the perfect man.
Deadly, brother. That'd have been a deadly backcourt, brother.
Tyrone would have been scoring 80, 90 points again. It would have been easy.
Easy, man. Easy, man. Come on,
easy,
man.
Yeah. So it had a question somebody posted earlier, and it was a question of mine, so I'll just ask it now. Which player which player you coming up give you bring out the most of your game? Bring out the most of your game, your toughest competition that you know you had to bring it. Which player that does give you the most problems?
Remember, it's 3 different generations. So what generation we talking about?
We could go all 3.
Yeah, go all 3.
Okay, all 3. My toughest competitor in the 90s was my cousin Ichi, man. Me and he had some battles. Me and him had some battles. Besides Bola, I would say Ichi, because we had already talked about Bola already, but I gotta talk about Ichi, man. We had some battles. Nobody don't know about Ichi, but he wasn't no joke either.
No, I know about him, because I think he was rebels. So he was tough.
Yeah, he was tough. In the middle generation, I would say Pang. Definitely Beanie. Beanie was no joke to. He gave me a lot of trouble. He gave me a lot of trouble.
Everybody.
Yeah, that boy that gave me a lot of trouble. I ain't gonna lie. And in the last generation, I would say Polanco. I would say
Polanco. Polanco actually got you.
Yeah.
So that was
I'm telling you, man, he gave me some trouble guarding you, because he had this hesitation dribble where he used to freeze you, man. It's crazy.
Yes.
So it's like, it's either you're gonna react on the freeze or he gonna blow by you. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. So he give me some trouble. I ain't gonna lie, he give me some trouble.
And he because
it was kind of, yeah, that's what I tell you. So it was kind of hard to read. So when he hit you, the hesitation is either you're thinking he pulling up, or he pulling up. No, he driving by you. So it was kind of hard, man.
Yes.
It was really
and he was
hard.
smart, and he was fast.
Yeah.
You guys was really the same height. So he was a very tough couple. I mean, we had the name tension after he. We used to call it his gym. Because once he catch fire,
my God.
I'm
telling you, man, I ain't gonna lie. That was some great battle. Yeah, that was great battles with that man.
Once he catch fire, you was in trouble.
Yeah, I used to be hearing about them battles for real. I used to hear. We gonna get him, man. We gonna get you on the show too, man. We gonna get you on. A lot of people ask about he to be on the show, so
yeah, he was tough. The little boy was tough.
That little boy was tough. Yeah, like real tough, man. But Tegan, you don't know you's a legend. I can't put you in a mix in a car. Getting you wasn't easy neither, you know. Well, getting you wasn't easy, you know.
But it was different because me and you used to go. Remember, toughest. I used to be like toughest. I understudy. A lot of man don't know toughest. That was Chang. He was like a big brother.
Big up Chang.
So, all them time I did. Chang coming with his van, his little what we used to drive around with, the little guy,
yeah.
And it's me, Glen, Chang, and it had somebody. So before we used to go with all the time, and we're going from park to park. We're going to Paradise. We're going to Williams the Light. We're going east. We're going to Sam Farm.
That's amazing,
We used to
man.
go all over to play basketball.
I tell you, it was just
man.
crazy ball. So it's like me and Glenn, like I said, that man was like big brothers to me. So I was just
Yeah.
following his man lead. And trust me, if you ever want to see two of the toughest, smallest 5'5" man in St. Croix, it's them two. Toughest.
I will go to
Yeah,
war.
toughest.
I will go to war
Yes.
with a man any day.
These man does not back down from nothing.
No
And
And
he
we
want-
beat him.
He don't
Nobody.
say want to hear you cry. He don't want to
Uh-uh.
hear you cry. Don't complain. Don't cry about nothing.
That's
All he
true.
gonna tell you, I'm telling you, all he gonna tell you, what you crying for?
I tell
I
you,
want to
Yeah.
hear that. If somebody for you, do them back the same thing. That's all he gonna tell you. I don't want to hear nothing. He gonna
Yeah,
tell you
that's
straight
what he
up.
tell
He
you
don't
for
wanna hear
real.
that. Yeah, he
man.
don't wanna hear that.
Big-
That's
That's
I'm telling
Big
you.
toughest
up
right
the
there,
That's
mister.
toughest. Big up the toughest. I don't even know
Big
yet.
up
Yeah,
toughest.
That
He
man look
wanna
up
hear that
so
at
much
all,
when I
man.
was growing up. I have so
Yeah.
much love and respect for that man.
Hey, me
It's
too,
just
man.
crazy.
He look out for me a lot too, man. I got nothing but love for toughest, man. He's like a big
he
brother
w-
too, man. You know,
And he was a fierce competitor too, man.
fierce,
Oh,
man.
man.
Fierce
Fierce,
competitor, man. Very
fierce.
fierce too, man.
All we used to hear about him when we playing it. Joy!
Yeah, that's right. No,
Yeah, yeah.
no. That's all you hear. That he want to hear
And my
nothing
boy
else, man.
gone
Tough
over.
Yeah,
We catch
gone.
this-
man.
You
It
catching
was
it.
just crazy. Man, them
Yeah.
there was the
Yeah,
king,
man.
man. But like you say, shotgun, you ain't got to put me in that because we grew up together. It's like we were always playing against each other. So
Yep.
it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And like I said,
Different, man.
I learned so much from you because I learned that, man, you can't play around the ball with these two dudes. And it really helped my game at the next level. Because once I face man like you, toughest, pan.
Man.
Once I step into college, ain't too many people I fear, because I don't see the best of the best
The
defender.
best, yep.
And no
Yep.
fear me. Because I
Yeah.
could do anything with the ball. So it was just crazy.
Hey, but Beanie, for the record, I'm gonna set this here on the light. Beanie, I know you win many steel champs and I have win many turner, but I still hold a record at St. Croix with 20 steals in one game, I hope you know that, Beanie,
Fired,
I
Mumba.
point it out there,
Yeah, yeah. Shots fired. Shots fired.
20
Shots
steals
fired.
in one game.
Shots
I got
fired.
another going to pick with Beanie because we were talking about Beanie thing, and Beanie was saying that year when we played the final, remember when I get hurt and Beanie win the championship?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was talking to Coffee because we were talking. Coffee said Beanie stole his MVP because Coffee was the best player in that series. Pang only had one damn good game, and that was game 5. So Beanie, return Coffee trophy for me, please.
Hey, when we get coffee on, Beanie gonna be on too, and
Yes.
we gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, I got
Also,
to debate that
Beanie,
there for
here's
sure.
another thing. Coffee said he
We'll get
was
to the
the
bottom of
leading
it.
scorer at that league, but I could have swear it was me. But now I'm starting to think about it. That year when I played with you shotgun, we never played the whole game. We used to play like
No.
2 quarters.
2 quarters, yeah.
That was
We
going
played the
anybody
whole
up.
game.
Coffee probably was right, so I apologize to Coffee. You was the leading scorer of the league, but that's only because I only played 2 quarters a game. So you got to divide your points by 2. So I am the leading scorer of the league.
Hey,
Oh,
man, I tell you, I just been watching a DVD. I gotta get you a copy, man. I gotta get you a copy, man. Auntie, man. I got to send you a copy of that DVD, man. I gotta
Man,
send you a
it was
copy of that
crazy.
DVD, man.
I really want to see it.
I just mailed it to Pang, man. He tell me a copy to send it back, man. I gotta send you a copy of that, there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
man,
that's
that
nice,
was
man.
really
That's
good to
nice.
see.
That's
And we're
nice.
getting Zoro on soon. So after we do coffee, we're gonna bring on Zoro so we can finally put the face to the legend that is
The
Zoro.
legend.
And
Yeah.
trust me, Zoro go way beyond the game. Zoro used to do. I used to buy Jordan shoes and give to Zoro. You remember Zoro used to spray the shoes them and put Nike check.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see the door again, and man used to be like, "How the hell you got Nike check and your Jordan? Where you get that from?" Man, I said, "Thomas wanted to buy my Jordans for $1,000 more." I swear to God, real
I
crap.
take it time and give it to them, man. I don't take it
I
time and
didn't
give it
want
to
to
them,
sell it
man.
because Zoro did it. It was Zoro had a sell it, but Zoro did it for me. So Zoro used to
Hey.
about my shoes. Man, you said, "No, you get 41 of your shoes." I was,
Yeah, he
It
don't.
was
Hey, the man
crazy.
is a good handyman, man. He don't design anything, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Anything he don't
anything.
design.
The man is just talented. He's just
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
true.
So
boy
we'll
don't
get
design
Jan
anything,
soon.
man.
And
True Jordan fan right there for him, son.
oh
Yeah, he's
man.
a true, yeah, man. When
Yeah,
you go in Zoe house, how you seen and this man wallet Jordan pictures them, you know. I'm telling you, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Jordan and
It's
all
crazy.
his trophies them he win inside of his house, you know. I just said, man, you still got them trophy. He He said, what do you mean? Tell him, man.
Yeah. Hey, just a quick shout out. Sunday we get the legendary Tyron Alican. Sunday we have Tyron
Oh
Alic
my God.
on Sunday.
I can't wait
I
for
gonna
that
Sunday.
one.
tune in. I gonna
Yeah.
tune in to that one.
You know, we got Tyron Alican on Sunday. So
T,
just
I
to let
can't wait
everybody
for that
know.
one.
You
That
know,
one will be a good one.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Really,
gonna be
really good one
definitely
with
good,
Tyron.
man.
You know
So
what I'm saying?
I
Glenn,
know he got some good stories too, man.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, Lumba.
No, so Glenn, I want to, you know, I'm not gonna ask this question to all the VI, all the VI ballers. Tell me what it was like, like Tegan touched on it a little bit, how you and Toughest and I would be going to, different neighborhoods and the projects and stuff playing ball. Tell me how playing in different projects, Shabbat, Wim, Harrigan, Toncourt, Paradise, how playing in those different neighborhoods improve your game.
Man, I mean, you go into every project and every project have the best ballers. Every project have the best ballers. So I mean, improving my game is like going in there and kicking butt. You know what I mean? Like we gotta kick butt. That's my thing. If I go in and win, you gotta know that if we come win, we come in to win.
Yes, sir.
Cause everywhere you go is bragging rights. Everything was bragging
Yeah,
rights.
that's why it is. Yeah.
Everything is bragging rights. Cause Tigana used to come Safarali with a fight.
Yeah.
Everything was bragging rights.
Bragging
So
rights.
me
Yep.
playing in every different project was fun, man, and everything was just bragging rights, man.
And it was good
I'm being
game.
on like, yeah, it was good
Tough
game.
games.
It was good game.
Tough games.
Very competitive game, man. Very. Nobody don't want to fight. It was just basketball alone, man.
Exactly. I was going to touch on that because
Basketball.
Lumba had a very good question. Back then, it was like, man, the games that were so competitive, but we all had so much love for each other. As for
Yes.
now,
Yes.
Yep.
going on at St. Croix
Yep.
with such a big division with all these projects, we always had a little thing here and there. I don't want to sound like it was perfect.
Yeah.
But for the most part, guys could travel and go different places.
Yes.
How did that help us in terms of being true competitors, but like being like one in terms of we had love for everybody. We had love for people from Shabbat and Harborview and Guidance.
Yeah.
It was just different. All of us was really fun.
Yeah, it was, man. Basketball was really fun back in the days, and like I said, you could have gone anywhere and play. Cause we used to play even Grove and all. Wolf used to keep leaving Grove and all. We used to go in Grove and all and play basketball. We used to play 16 to 18 team against Team Middle and so in Grove.
Yeah.
We used to play down in Harrigan used to have league back in the days too.
Yeah.
Cause you remember Bamboo used to hold league down in Harrigan back in the days too. So like everywhere you could have gone and play basketball. And everything was just love at the end of the day. All of we were just like this. Everybody was like this back in the days, man.
Yeah.
It's just different now, man.
What do you think changed? Because I was part of that, but then, unfortunately, I had to go and play my professional career. So I was away for about 10, 11, 12 years playing. So I was on the outside looking in. You guys was more home. What really happened? What stopped all of this? What happened?
Hey, honestly, the culture changed, man. The culture changed. The generation changed. It's younger now. I mean, back then it was older guys, like you said, with everybody respecting one another and growing up, respecting one another, space, ain't disrespecting one another. But now it's not like that. You know what I mean? The younger generation now is like they don't care. They don't respect one another like that. And then the culture just changed completely. You know what I mean? So a lot of people lost love for playing basketball, you know what I mean, and things like that. People just lost love for it.
Man,
Yeah,
it's true, man. Hopefully, I try to do as much as I can in terms of my organization, trying to bring back some leads and stuff like that. But we obviously need a lot more. But like you said, we need a little bit more in terms of the projects then outreach, in terms of having that kind of project community bringing together, like how we used to.
Yep.
And I think it would take leaders like us and people like the young people in respect. Because one thing with us, it is. Anybody can say what they want to say. All these senators and all the people talking about the kids, and if the young people them don't respect you and know that you care for them, I don't care what you said to them. Them I don't give a shit what you say because they know you ain't care for them. You gotta actually go out there and put that type of love and show them, hey, I'm there for you. I want to see you do better with your life. You can go into this. You can do this. Here's another. You can't just talk and say find something to do. Them man ain't gonna listen to you like that.
Yeah.
So we really need to get back a lot of us to really go back and just try to show them how we used to be,
Yep.
and just kind of remake what's going on in the BI as a whole, but especially in Hanson Court.
And
Yeah,
like you said,
true.
it's not like unity for real, because back in the days now too, is like you could have take a female from the side, like, hey, I need you to help me to do scoring. Everybody will come and help us. Somebody will bring a chair, somebody will bring a pencil, somebody will do scoring. So everybody used to help out. It's just unity. You learn a time, man. For real. But it's
Yeah,
not
it's
like that
true.
anymore, man. It's not like
So
that
I have
anymore.
a conspiracy theory, and I know Mumba know me very well because they call me the conspiracy theorist. I'm not. I just like to think outside the box. So
Yeah,
here's my thing,
expanding your mind. You like to expand your
saying
mind.
this to the whole Virgin Islands. Just think about what I say. You see these 3 for $10 water we keep buying. These 3 for $10 water, we need to investigate the lead content of these water, because the studies have shown that the high quality of lead can get inside your mind and pollute your mind and make you turn crazy. It might do it for everybody, but for the younger generation, if they drink in these cheap ass water, this shit can destroy their mind. I'm telling you, people think I joking when I say this. If you do research, the lead content of water can destroy young people's mind. That's what happened in Flint, Detroit. When you go to Australia, they did a research in Australia. These people was dying from lead in the water. Look, I can't even buy a regular the Sani water for $5. How the hell I can get 36 water for $10? You think something wrong with that? I am laughing. Tell you.
Hey, I laughing because your sister say, "Here we go."
Here we go again. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
tell myself that
I remember say, "Here
Here
we
he go
go."
again. Here he go,
Look,
man. There your sister laughing after you,
Mumba,
brother.
Yeah,
people will be taking it as a joke. I'm being honest, right? That 3 for $10 water, we need to investigate it. The lead content.
yeah.
There's no water that cheap. They give you shit water, brother.
I'll be. We gonna start a couple more minutes like this. Tiga, you absolutely 100% correct. It's the same thing up here in the United States. I think the best way, I think people just gotta start researching. Researching. You absolutely 100% correct. If a lot of people kind of research the situation with Flint, Michigan, I think they have an idea what you're talking about. Sometimes people will get turned off just because of what you say. Sometimes it's good for them to research. Like you said, thinking outside the box, expanding your mind. That's
Tell
the
you.
people great is by expanding your mind. Sometimes people just want to be, just living their life. Just there's something you got to think and
Look,
think the box and stuff.
well
So
said, Mumba. Hey, the Virgin Islands have enough water, please.
yeah,
I don't drink none of that water. All my
yeah,
water comes naturally. Whether I go to Blue Mountain or somewhere else, I'm not drinking out that crap water they sell in Plaza that they get in all these things for about 4 years and then try to give me. No, sir. I will
So
wash
you
it.
want a three? So you want a 3 for 10 then?
Hell no. 3 for 10. Mr. Shotgun. That's how much in that case? 24?
Yep.
Man, I don't want that water. Crazy.
yeah. So that's good. Hopefully, the viewers watching they got a chance, just to educate themselves and research lead and just the dangers of lead and how it can affect the body and
Yes.
stuff, and your mind and stuff like that. Tiga, you 100% correct. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
facts. I
Yeah,
do research because I like to ask the question why. Because I don't believe our Virgin Island youth them are banned back. This thing about the kids them losing their mind, you don't got no respect, they ain't do blah, blah. Look, you are what you eat sometimes, and people don't understand that you
it's
can
true.
get chemically changed by the thing you put in your body. And when
Yeah,
they can put water in our body, trust me, it can change you. It's proven. They don't have the one in Flint, everybody don't know documented. Don't look for that one. Go and look up the one in Australia, where they find out that this was one of the highest murder places in the whole world. And when they did study on the water, remember now, these is white people, so they can study to see what's going on.
yeah.
When they look at the water content, they were killing these people with lead and mercury.
Wow.
The
Yeah, it's crazy,
water.
man. It's crazy. So
Anyway,
so
yeah,
hopefully,
back to
yeah.
shotgun.
Shotgun. So everybody, me and Shotgun apologize for Tegan, but that's part of the segment. Tegan got his educational segment where we give it 5 minutes to educate the public.
That's right.
Public, yes. It's all good, man.
It might be a joke, but honestly, it's serious. Take it to heart and take what he's saying serious, you know. So, Glenn, give me one of your favorite moments playing with Tegan, being a competitor or you being his teammate.
Both.
Like, game, okay, tell me.
Both. He got the same competitiveness like me. You know what I mean? Being great and winning. He just want to win it. You know what I mean?
That's why I win. That's it.
That's at the end of the day, just win, man. We just want to win, man. That's all it is, man.
Do you have any? Do you have any funny moments? Because Pang had a funny moment with Tegan. Do you have any funny moments?
No, I never had any funny moments with him. I just used to love to see he light up the basket. That's all it is, man.
Facts.
Just light up the basket, man. Like for real, man.
Bullet.
That's all I love to see. Yeah, that's all it is, man. I used to love to see my boy light up the basket, man. For real, man.
And I used to love to see you pass it to me, son. Keep doing that. Because I will shoot it.
I know you gonna tell me. I know you gonna shoot, man. You gotta get a DVD, my boy. I gonna send that DVD to you, man.
I used to see man on the court afraid to shoot. I used to be like, "Are you crazy? The name of the game is basketball. What the hell you there on the court for if you don't want to shoot? Okay, well, give me your shots then. Come."
Yeah.
Nah, man. You gotta shoot, man. Gotta shoot.
No, but I'm gonna tell you one of my greatest moments with shotgun. Right? I remember that little me and Shotgun were playing in my league. And literally, we'd be playing defense, me, Cobra, we did the wing and Shotgun would pick up the man full court. And you want to believe the team, I don't remember the team who were playing Shotgun, maybe you might remember, but every guy they bring on the court couldn't dribble the ball. Shotgun was stealing 6 times in a row. We literally could have stayed at the other side of the court and
stand up. I stand up.
I just do nothing. They could not pass half court. I said, this dude is ridiculous.
I can't remember who team, but you're right, you know, because man,
it was crazy.
Man. It was crazy.
They could not pass half court, Mumba.
And I don't tell my son up to that. I tell my son the same thing, and I tell my son, I tell my son up to that. I said, listen to me. Ain't too many people would make it half court to me. I'm telling you, like honestly, ain't too many people gonna make it half court, and that's what most of my points come off of, you know. Just because what I'm telling you, I didn't have to score the basketball. That's what part of my points used to come off of. You know, so by the time they take out the ball underneath the basket, the ball laying up inside of the rim. That's just how it was. Like honestly.
See, I only play with Shotgun 3 years with Mandem. But one of he probably won't remember this, but I will remember it because I was a youngin'. When I come into Mandem, I was a pup. You check, I was in complex. I think I was a sophomore. Yeah, a sophomore. So, you know, getting into Mandem, this was my first time actually, you know, playing with Glen. And like I said earlier, you know, he was a true leader. But I remember we were playing Top Gun in the finals. In the finals from in the Man League.
In the Man League.
Yeah, and I remember we was up. I think we was up 1, and I went to the line to shoot some free throws, and I missed both free throws.
Yeah, I remember that time.
I missed both free throws, and I was like, I was getting down on myself, and he grabbed me by my jersey, and he like gave in my face, and he was like, "Listen, we're not gonna lose this game, you know. We're not gonna lose this game, you know. We gonna win this game. Don't bring this negativity, yeah, brother." Don't bring this negativity. Yeah, we lions. We lions on the court. We lions on the court. You check, and that was one of my greatest moments, man. It was just his intensity because you know how tall he is and how tall I is. And to see he pulled me to the shot, you know, and grab me, you know. And
when you walk in the gym, you know, I gotta look up to Mumba like this, you know.
Yeah.
I have to look up to Mumba like this all the time, man. But yeah, I remember that time when you miss. I tell you, don't worry about it, man. We gonna win this game still, man. Don't worry about it, man.
But let me ask you, that leadership, where you get that from?
That's a good question. Good question.
Thing? How did you get that? Because everybody ain't bound with that. Trust me.
Hey man, honestly, I don't know, man. Like it just instinct, like I said, just watching stuff, man. Just watching stuff. It's just like a everyday thing, like how you live in life. Oh, hey, man, I pick up on things very quick, man. That's all it is. I just watch life and view things easy, man. I right now, how I live my life, like honestly, I just sit down and I could read people, like I could read vibes. That's one thing with me. I could read vibes about people. And people are thinking that like man, this dude don't know what we talking about. I could read vibes, man. I could read
Yeah, you
vibes
can
with
see.
people. I know when somebody is genuine and when somebody's not, man. So it just just picking up on stuff, man. That's how I get our leadership from. That's picking up on stuff, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, um, last episode with Pang, he touched on the importance of school, about pay, going to class and paying attention and stuff like that. So you could have put yourself in a better situation as far as basketball scholarships and going to college are easier way and stuff like that. Can you touch on your experience as far as with school, and like what would you do different, than what you did? Because everybody know, Tiga know himself. He played Division 1 basketball, and he know that you could have played Division 1 basketball easy.
Easily.
So can I touch
Man,
on your?
Easily.
my number one thing, honestly, if I could have do anything differently, I would have finished school, man. Like I really finished school. That was my number one thing, man. And number two, the opportunities that I actually had gotten, I would have taken them. You know what I mean? But my number one thing is finish school, man. I up to this gotta be upset I didn't finish school and do exactly. Cause my brother used to be on top of me 24/7. I remember when St. Joseph called my parents and say, "Hey, I need this man to come and play for our team. All he gotta do is come to school and do his work." And I turned it down. I went to Central. Even when Timmy was going St. Dunstan, Olai was coaching the team. Olai tell me and Kerry Simon, I needed 2 years to come play for me, and I go make sure y'all got to a good college. And I never went. You know what I mean? But if I could have do anything differently, trust me, I would have finished school, man. And then do everything the correct way. Like honestly, I gotta do everything the correct way.
Yeah, that's important, man. With school, it's so important and stuff like that. That's why
Yeah,
it's so
man.
good to have a lot of coaches and influence on the island and stuff like that to help you out if you stray, going down the wrong road and stuff like that. That is so important, So that's why it's so important if we could get back. Oh, go ahead.
You know the funny thing about it, man. You know what kind of like throw me off too? When I was going to Arthur Richards, I ain't gonna I had a lot of people behind me, man. A lot of people was behind me, Arthur Richards. Cause you remember we had Mr. Moore, we had Hapsin, we had Mr. Knight, we had positive people behind me. But when I reached Central, man, it's like I reached to Central and like I feel like I've been in an environment that too much people didn't really care, you know what I mean? So I kind of like fall off the wagon, man. Like honestly, I did
and that
fall
could
off the
happen.
wagon, man. Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, it's
You know
true.
what I mean? So, but I'm telling you, when I've been going out, if we had 12th grade in Arthur Richards, I would have finished school. I'll be honest with you. I would have finished school.
So that just shows the importance of having teachers who truly care.
Yes. I'm telling you, these people actually care, man. Cause man, I tell you, when I reached 9th grade, man, I had gained some trouble. I got suspended and stuff for 2 weeks, and all of my grades them dropped. All my grades them dropped. And I've been an A, B, and C student. All my grades dropped. When I come back to school, man, I see my report card. I'm like, wow. So at that time, Hapsin was trying to get me to go California to play for a school. It didn't work out that way either too. So what? I ended up going Central. You know what I mean? So it's many things I could have do differently, man. You know what I mean? But it's what it is, man. I got 5 beautiful children, and it is what it is, man. I just live my life.
No, you're the success story, brother.
Yeah, you is.
You is.
For real, man.
You is.
And, what would be a good thing now? What would be the message now for the next generation who actually listen? Because I have a lot of youngsters who play on my team. They're listening to all of these interviews. What would be your message to them in telling them how the importance in school and doing your education, and what would be your message?
Number one, I mean, finish school, like I said. Number two, stay humble. Always stay humble no matter what. You're gonna have ups and downs. But don't ever let that they break you, man. Everybody gonna go ups and downs. It's just how you handle your challenges ahead of you, man. That's all it is, man. It's how you handle it. You know what I mean? Some people are still like, oh, the wall crumbling and stuff. But I look at it this way. You have somebody else that's going through worse than what it is you're going through. So I always think positive, man. always think positive. You know what I mean? But number one, I mean, stay humble and finish school. Finish school, man. Get your education, man. That's what I tell you. Because my kids, them right now, my twins, them going 12th grade next year, and that's going to be their last year in school. And I really proud of my daughter. Them.
Yeah, man. Big up to them.
Yeah,
big up to the
Like I said,
twins.
man, your success story, especially
yeah, man.
since we did the VI, and we want to salute the fathers them because a lot of guys, a lot of times in the news, they make us feel like the fathers them out there really taking care of the kids and ain't doing nothing good. It's all about the women, and it's so good to see successful men out here doing something out there trying to do their best, just like three of us up here and so many others. So it's
Definitely.
really just to highlight what you have done, man. Super proud, man. Keep doing what you do. You are Beanie. I so proud of you guys. You don't even
Yeah,
know.
man.
You know how many times Beanie come and say you are come home, and I'll be like, Beanie, come home.
Man, I just
Come home.
monitoring how. Honestly, I'm monitoring how America is. Like I tell anybody, man. If push come to shove and they continue with all of this crap, I gonna just move back home. I told you that the other day. I don't mind moving back home, man. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Home
It
is
is
where the
what
You
it
know
heart
is,
we got
is,
man.
you home.
man.
You know we got you home. So home is where the
Yeah,
heart
it
is.
is what it
Home is
is,
where the
man. Yeah,
heart
it
is,
is what it
man.
is, man.
Home is where the heart is, you know. Yeah, man. Hey, like I said, man, they need to get book and pang. They need to get a book on you. They need to get a book on coffee, a book on tea again. They need to get a book on me for sure, you know. But and
But
for
Definitely.
no, but
you
for
don't
real,
tell yourself can't use a hustle.
no,
Mama, you are good.
I know
We
you
are
know,
talking about your
Oh,
story.
we are talking about your story. Hey, you
we,
need to
You was
interview him,
good
you
in
know. You gotta
basketball
interview him.
and baseball. You
And
understand you
baseball.
in
Exactly.
basketball and baseball.
yeah,
Ain't too
Okay.
many people had that in St. Croix, Mumbai.
yeah,
So those are
we
yourself.
I know we're gonna talk about that, man. You already know. You know me. I like to show love to the OGs, you know, my older
I feel
brothers,
you.
you know, so because that important, man. Because honestly, we need to preserve everybody history, man. We got to because a lot of these kids coming up and they don't know some of these guys, man. They don't know shotgun and pang and stuff like that. You know, they need to have some books so the kids that can actually read, man, actually read and learn the VI history and understand, you know, how it was back in the days and stuff like that, man. It's so important.
Feel
It's
you,
so
feel you.
important because we don't know how the war gonna be, but 25, 40, 50 years from now, our stories got to still be told. They got to know who Team Kevin Shepard
Yep.
was, you
Yep.
know, who was Glen, Coggins was, who was Steven, you know, Pang was, Coffee, you know, and Zorro, Tyrone Alex. So it's important we preserve our history, man. You know, it's important. It's important.
It's just some people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just you just PP just now, man. But man, the
Oh
next
man.
thing I want to tell these kids, man, respect our elders out here, man. Respect goes a long way. Please, I'm telling you, respect goes a long way. It go both ways, man. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Respect your elders out here, man. I'm telling you, man. You show people
So,
respect, you're about the same respect, man. You know?
so Mom, we're getting up there to the hour and a half. I can't believe time flies so fast, but man, we can go about 12 hours with shotgun. But
Yeah, right, man.
we
Time.
gotta get the man his dues. So I mean, Shati, any last words? Any anything you gotta say to the VIP people, to the fans them out there, to the senators them, to the leaders them?
Man, to the senators, them, y'all gotta start to look after the kids, them, man. Like, this supposed to be our number one priority, man. Like I said, I remember growing up when we had a lot of things that we could have do. We had all the parks and recreation leagues them that we could have actually play in, man. Like, for real. And they used to sponsor all these leagues. These kids need these stuff, man. And the more they get these things to do, they will not be idle doing reckless stuff at home, man. I'm telling you, they will not be home doing reckless stuff. If you give these kids things to do, all the violence and stuff is gonna stop. Because when you got these kids in the street, the only thing they're thinking about is street life, man. I'm telling you, all they're thinking about is street life, survival of the fittest out there.
I
But if you
feel
give these, I'm telling you, if you give these kids something to do, man, it's gonna be good. I'm telling you, we had a lot of stuff to do growing up, man. Like, for real. These kids spoiled. They got internet. Man. They got everything right now, man. But we didn't have them things.
Yeah,
We didn't have them stuff growing up, man. We used to our living was outdoors. You know that,
outdoors.
Mumba?
Yeah,
Outdoors was our
outdoors.
living,
Outdoors.
24/7.
24/7.
hunt board, play basketball, baseball, anything you could have find to do, man. I'm telling you.
Everything was there. Everything was there.
Yeah, everything. But now, and like for real, man. Yeah, so
Remember, any lasting shots to your boy? To our boy
Um,
shot.
no man, Shotgun is big, bro. I love this man for life. I learned a lot from Shotgun. Just playing with in basketball and stuff like that prepare me when I went to college and stuff like that. So when I faced adversity and stuff like that, I learned to be humble when I was playing with him. So that helped me out in life and stuff like that. Even to this day, we always text each other on Instagram
yep,
over the phone. We always communicate with each other. He'd always check up on me. When I had ACL surgery, he was checking up on me. He was there when I tore my ACL. So, that's my brother for life. I always call him Big Bro because he is Big Bro.
yeah, man.
He always
Yeah,
look
I
up,
mean,
always, man. So, it's amazing. It's just an honor. I get goosebumps and stuff like that. It was just an honor for me to just hear your story and give you a chance. Give me and Tegan a chance just to hear your story and hear everybody in the VI could hear your story, man. Because it's amazing what you went through, and where you are today, being a great father, and your daughter's then gonna be graduating high school next year. That's
yep.
you can't have any better accomplishment than that, man. Coming from Suffer Rally, big up to all the rally people, them.
Big up.
Yeah.
You don't know, man. My
Javan
number
Mena,
one fan.
big up to Javan Mena, big bro too. He's big.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy Javon, man. Big up Sandra Haywood, man. Our number one fan. You
For
don't know.
sure.
Yeah.
You don't know our number one fan, man.
Yeah,
For
big up
sure,
everybody.
man.
Big up Tyro Alec. That's my big bro too. I got a story about Tyro Alec
Super
too.
T. You gonna be there, don't worry.
Hey, shout out to all the legend, them, man. You know who all y'all is, man. You know what
Yeah.
it is, man.
Tiga
So
don't give the last
Shout out to all the legend, them.
I'll give
yeah,
the last
this
just
my starting spot. So if it's one thing I learned from the legend, I'm so happy that the Virgin Islands get an opportunity to put the face to the legend that is Shotgun because he definitely deserve it. But what he taught me, I wish we had toughest with you. It would have been a great couple, huh? You
I
and
know,
Chuck.
man. I know,
But what
man.
those guys teach me, man, it shows me like it has nothing to do with size. It has nothing to do with no size of no man.
Nah, size
It
don't
has
matter in
everything to do
basketball,
with
man.
the size of a man.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
what you guys show me in terms of where you might be lacking in terms of size, you guys overwhelm it with heart and spirit. Son. And when I just been around you guys and I see how you guys are just so tough, when I leave St. Croix, it was just so easy for me to step in any country. And everybody was like, you's one of the baddest bitches we ever see. Because I was well equipped to handle anything. I was just so tough. And I can only give that to you and guys like Toughest. And so like, man, I so appreciate you guys. I love you guys like brothers. Obviously Toughest is like a big brother to me. And man, much respect, brother.
Man,
Much,
give time, man. You know how it is, Kai. I tell you, growing up in a project, you gotta get a mental toughness, man. You know that, man.
got to be tough.
Got to be tough growing up in the projects, man. You know how it is, man. I tell you, man. It's crazy, but you have to be that mental toughness in the project. And playing a man them, playing a
no,
man them, it wasn't playing a man them wasn't even that was even tougher, man. But now big up to my boy Keith Swanston, man. You know what I mean? Now my boy,
He
them,
coming
man,
on
right there.
next. Soon, he coming on
Yeah.
soon.
so Tiga go set that up. All
Yeah.
the people, everybody watching the live right now, myself, Tegan, Shotgun, we appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for engaging in the comments and stuff like that. We appreciate it. Share this video, promote it. That's the same like how you guys promote fans, so everybody could learn about this story and stuff like that. So they could show them appreciation. That's so important. All we try to do is spread love, spread vibes, and just pick up one another. Each one teach one. Each one teach one. You know, we all win. We all gonna win if we just stick together and we show each other love. You know.
Big up
Well said, bro.
Apple, big boss. I got big up all them and them
Go
family,
ahead.
man. You know what it is, man.
You give Tiga the
Big
last
up Apple, big up big boss.
people.
We got big up um my brother, rest in peace. Big up Omari, cause Omari was part of the Mandem tradition.
For sure.
Big up Toucan. Toucan was our coach.
Big up Toucan, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Toucan was our coach, man. You know
I
what
love
I mean?
Toucan.
I'm
He's a
telling you,
man.
man. Yeah, definitely, man. Toucan was easy, my son. Toucan was a rough one too, you know, man. For real, man. You know, I was telling people back in the days, to playing against Toucan, man like Bluff and Dopey them. If you go through the paint, you don't get touching them.
Yeah,
You
You
will.
will get touching. I'm telling you, man. You gotta get a toughness, my boy.
Must
Telling
get
you.
touch up.
You
Must.
must get touching, you know. Dopey, man, and my boy, so he was famous for that. Them.
He's still
My
doing
boy.
it.
He's still doing it. My
It's
boy,
crazy.
son. Dope, son. Dope, you make you pay for coming through the paint, son. I tell you, man. But it was a pleasure playing with every single one of y'all, man. And I enjoy my journey, man. I ain't like I enjoy my journey, son. For
Sorry,
real,
man.
man.
Sorry.
We need to
Appreciate
keep
you.
a tournament though, because we need some bengi and some ice and such to the side.
Yeah, we did a legend tournament. A real
Yeah, we
legend.
need a legend tournament, yeah.
We
We
get
need a
one.
legend tournament.
Walk on the
For
But we
real,
can't,
man.
we can't bring in coffee, you know, because we ain't there at coffee level. Coffee still look
No,
like
no,
20.
no.
Big up Chad. Big up Chad. Chad Hodge. Big up Chad. Cheese.
Yeah, big,
Yeah,
big up Daddy Cheese, you know it is.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
All right,
Hey,
man. So look, that's a wrap. We just like to say to everybody, look, thanks for joining us. And big shout out to 3-4 Old Legends. Big shout out to my boy, Apollo Legion, you lads. Giving you a
Yeah.
lot of love tonight.
Yeah. Shout out Cibone Restaurant. You know.
Is that
Shout out
Siboney?
Hey, you pronounce it because my pronunciations will be bad too.
Is that Digby? That's Digby, right?
Huh?
That Digby.
No. That's Almitra Macintosh.
Oh, okay. I must
Shout out
understand.
Digby too. I gotta get in contact with Digby so I can promote his stuff too.
I also
You know?
check out Lamar, you know, he to do his thing.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, we need to get Lanis. I forgot about Lanis, so we gotta get Lanis out there. You know, she's a little mini legend in her own. So
Yeah, we get around, man. Shout out to Andrea and her melting pot cookingclass.com, you know, and Instagram too. So
what
shout out
time
to
Sunday
Ethan,
Tyrone and them?
Savory Eats.
So Sunday we gotta set up the time. We really confirm it yet because we gotta make sure it's good for Tyrone.
Yeah, Tyrone said anytime. So once we get it, you tell me the time and we gonna lock it in and everything.
Okay.
You know.
So until Sunday, VI, the legend is out.
One love.
Yes, sir. One love, my brothers.
One love. Love alone.
Yes, sir. Love alone.